Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 9 of Inconsistent-Trek. Well, I didn't think I was going to be making another Inconsistent-Trek episode this early in the game, but then I seen this episode of Lord Death called Fisher Quest, right? Where I just had to talk about it, right? Because in that episode, right, they brought back two legacy characters in Elim Garrick and Dr. Julian Bashir. Yes, I know that they were holograms, but it was awesome to see legacy characters featured again in Star Trek Lower Decks or in Star Trek, period. But anyway, as the episode went on, right, I started to get the impression that they wasn't just homies, that they was homies, right? And then I start thinking, wait, hold up. Now I've watched Deep Space Nine like as the series countless times. Well, I'm pretty sure I could count it, but a lot of times, right? And I never got that impression. Like, look, it's more of an argument for Dr. Julian Bashir and Chief O'Brien to have a homie relationship all the time they spent up in the holodecks and all that kind of stuff, jealous wife. Look. Look, then Elam Garrick and Julian Bashir. Let me tell you something. See, because here's the thing. I know that they were originally conceived and thought of by the writers to have a homie relationship, right? But then it was rewritten to have the relationship that they had, because I remember Julian Bashir, man, being like way worse than Kirk or Riker, man. He was after everything that had a dress, skirt, anything that had makeup. Look, his whole thing was Jadzia at a point. Hell, he ended up even marrying Jadzia. No, he ended up marrying Ezri. But you know what I mean? He was, look, that was his thing. Look, and when I think about Garrick, I never seen him all up on side some type of dude either. But I do remember him being in love with this Cardassian Bajoran hybrid named Zial. Like, I remember a whole thing about that. Like, that was his, Zial was his thing. Like, look, let me tell you something. First of all, I don't mind the fact that we finna have a homie relationship if we are going to rewrite those characters and everything like that. But because it's a lot more acceptable for a homie relationship than it was back in the time when DS9 aired. But look, let's try to stick to canon. And look, I could just side this off as them being holographic representations, an interpretation of those characters by the author, because I've seen some books, right? I've read some books where Kirk and Spock had that kind of relationship, but they never put that in canon. Look, I thought that was strange. And it's one of those things like, okay, remember like Luke Skywalker? It's like if Luke Skywalker, if they decided to redo Star Wars and they made Luke Skywalker a black dude, right? I'm gonna have to tell you that would definitely explain the relationship between him and Darth Vader. Because look, side note, when I was in the theaters and I was watching Star Wars, right, and that whole reveal was done, and everybody was like, right? I was thinking to myself, ain't nowhere in the world the dude that got that voice is Luke Skywalker's father. There ain't nowhere in the world. But then later on in the series, when Vader ends up taking off the helmet, I said to myself, oh yeah, that's definitely Luke's father. That must definitely be the mask that's making that OG sounding voice. Anyway, check him out.